Shaggy,
What's up, sir?
I'm so good now. You're here.
Thank you, Sam. Thank you, man. Thanks. Much love.
Yes, yes. Appreciate you always. Where are you right now? You look comfy.
I'm currently in my hotel at in Raleigh. We have a day off today, actually. And it's been nonstop with me and the Hot Summer Night tour and me and TLC and Vogue and Sean. So this is a rest day. Tomorrow we're back at it.
You just kicked it off, right? Was it last weekend?
We kicked off last weekend. We kicked it off in Alabama.
Mm.
And of course, we went up to Miami. Yesterday we did St. Augustine, and we have a rally tomorrow night. So it's been the reception has been wonderful so far. It's just great to just sit there and just listen to all of these hits just lined up and seeing smiles on people's faces. Such joy.
Yeah, I mean, you guys nailed it with the name of the tour, Hot Summer Nights. I was gonna say like the word fun is missing, but it's kind of a given when you get all these amazing Shaggy TLC, like you said, and Vogue, Sean Kingston, a little cherry on top. Who put it all together? Did you have a say? And I would love to work with the girls and Sean Kingston.
No, you know what? It happened pretty organically. Last year, I think I did around 6 or 7 shows with TLC. And while we were there, everything was really so seamless between our crew and her crew and on their crew actually. And we got along so well. Then we ended up just so happy we ended up being on the same tour in Australia. And that was another seamless vibe. Akon was on that one with us too, and a couple other acts. And that was again another good vibe. So when it was time to come put a tour together with Live Nation, we liked touring with each other. The receptions were great. The numbers looked good. And so they ended up adding, En Vogue and Sean Kingston to the package. I was like, ooh, I love that. Now we got a super package. This is going to be
Yeah,
fun.
that's so cool. Yeah, you guys are going to be here in Chicago. June 23rd is the day. The credit at Union
Yes.
One Amphitheater. I was just at that venue. Speaking of fun shows, 2 weekends ago, Janet Jackson and Ludacris performed there. So I'm
Yes.
hoping it's going to be the similar vibe with all the, like you said, hit after hit after hit, and just one big party.
Let me tell you, when you sit down there and you hear Scrubs, you hear Waterfalls, you hear Unpretty, you hear En Vogue's and What a Man. You hear Beautiful from Sean Kingston. You hear, It Wasn't Me, Angel, Mr. Bombastic, I Need Your Love with and of course Love Me with Janet. That girl, Maxi Priest. I mean, it just lines
Woo!
up all these hits, and it's really really fun to be in the audience and sit an amazing lineup, man. I'm really really happy about it.
Well, dude, I'm happy for you too, and very grateful for you to take the time because I'm speaking to an icon. This man was such a huge influence for me listening to music because whenever
Oh,
I hear "It Wasn't Me," it's one of those songs. It triggers a memory, and for me, that memory is playing beer pong in because every college dorm was blasting Shaggy that year. Like, and
oh
you walk by
yes,
any dorm room, it was
yeah.
all Shaggy all the time. So it takes me back to that moment in time of my life where I had zero responsibilities and all my entire goal was to be good at beer pong.
Yeah.
That's it.
And I tell you what, in the audience, you could see that because these were those guys and they just let loose. Some of them come with their children and the kids are looking at them like, what is going on right here? So it's really a lot of
That's
fun
great.
to bring that much joy to people
Yeah.
every night. And I've been, just enjoying the ride so far.
Shaggy, was it tough for you? Because obviously you have an amazing career and so many number one hits, but was it tough for you early on with your style to get songs played on the radio?
Well, it is hard. It is hard because the genre, I'm dancehall. I'm from Jamaica. I'm born and raised in Kingston. I live in Kingston right now, wife, kids, and dogs. And to have reggae music on radio, there's not a lot of reggae stations, throughout the US. So how did a guy really get on radio when the genre is less than 5% of the market share? It's really just I just somehow ended up writing these songs that were just infectious monster. Record companies wouldn't even sign reggae. But
Wow.
we got on the record labels because we would put a record out and it would just have like centipedes, just legs. It just kept going. It was infectious. I remember when It Wasn't Me started at I-95 in Hawaii. The DJ said after one play, he couldn't, his phones lit up, and he couldn't stop. And it became an epidemic after that.
Never did not hear it ever again for the rest of our
Yes,
lives.
it was crazy, and still going. I mean, It Wasn't Me. It's the gift that just keeps giving, man. What can I say?
Yeah. No, we still play it on Kiss FM in Chicago, that's for sure.
Yes,
One thing that always like really appealed to me about you was your time in the service, and thank you for that.
thanks.
Maybe some people don't know about that, but I wanted to know because my best friend is in the Air Force, and he knows that I'm a radio guy, so he will see somebody or meet somebody when he's overseas on duty that has some
Yeah,
kind of musical they have some kind of musical talent, and he'll call me and he'll be like, yo, you got to check this guy out, this guy can rap, blah blah blah. I'm
yeah.
wondering, when you were serving our country, were you in between, all the heavy duty stuff, were you practicing your craft musically?
Yes, I actually drove. I was stationed in Jacksonville, North Carolina, Camp Lejeune, and I would drive every weekend to New York, which I'd be AWOL every weekend actually, because you're not supposed to go outside of 50-mile radius. And I went to
Wow.
New York every weekend to record songs. The funniest thing is that I recorded "Oh Carolina"
Yep.
in my uniform, in my military uniform, because I used to drive in my uniform because most of the state troopers are ex-military. So if they stop you, just give you a warning and keep going. So I always wear my uniform, and
Unbelievable.
yeah, what I mean. So I was that guy. I was definitely that guy.
That's amazing. Well, I talked to TLC last week, and the ladies wanted to bring up the fact that, the music industry has shifted a lot, but it's all about evolving with it. Do you find it better or worse that we have this new kind of way to create called social media?
I think it is great because it actually puts the power back into the artist's hands if the artist knows how to use it. The problem with artists from our era is that we weren't born into it. So it takes a little bit more of an effort to be that social media savvy, you know. And most people who you see who are doing it, they gotta like that type of stuff. You know what I mean? That's they like sharing their life and share. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a bit of there's a little bit of narcissism got to be in there.
A little bit.
you know. So
Yeah.
that that becomes it. Are we having a fire alarm right now?
Oh no.
I think it is.
Oh, for real? Uh-oh.
Yes.
Go take care of that. What's going on? Who's smoking in your hotel room, Shaggy?
It ain't me though. It wasn't me.
Listen, it sounds like if you have an emergency, go take care of it. But the main thing is, we can't wait for you to come to Chicago June 23rd. I will be there. I can't wait. The lineup is sick. Um, one more thing I got to ask you: do you have any fond memories? I don't know why this vividly sticks in my head. Remember the MTV Spring Break days? Remember those? Like when they would
Yes,
televise Spring Break performances. Do you remember that era? Like, was that a fond era for you? Was that your favorite era?
it was great. You hear
Shaggy,
that?
Shaggy, you might gotta go, man.
I did it in Cancun. It was me and Carson
Yes.
Daly with TRL and all of us. It was amazing. Eve was there. Um, yeah, Carmen Electra. I remember all these people that were there. It was an amazing, amazing time, man. It wasn't me and Angel was Hot Shot was phenomenal, and it was an amazing, amazing time.
I'll bet you there's some stories that you don't want to talk about, but that's okay. Hey, listen, dude, I appreciate the time. Go get out of your hotel room before it burns down. We'll see you. We need you here in Chicago at full strength. All right, buddy?
All right, brother. Take care.
Much
Bye.
love. See ya. Thank you.